Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 3rd. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live here, Aries. So let's see here. I feel some sort of transformation for you here. I feel like I need to take that card as well, so we're going to take it. I feel some sort of transformation here. This is actually pretty good. Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star. Definitely some wishes going on here. Ace of Cups, look at this, Aries. This is very positive. The Magician here, the King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. I feel like some of you could definitely be ending a cycle with a person that has just been going around and around and around for sure. So if you've been in a cycle where you're just stuck with a person, like things aren't moving forward, then I feel like you're ending that cycle so you can begin something new here, Aries, for sure. For the most part, I'm getting the word leggy is popping into my head here as well, Aries. But I feel like I don't think it's talking about your legs, Aries. It could be, but I feel like that it's saying that for some of you, I feel like it's almost like you went back to someone from the past, but it's like I feel like there wasn't any meat on the bone, you know? It's like maybe you have been going back and forth with a person, or it's like maybe you did take someone back here, but in a lot of ways it's almost like the love was gone, you know? It's like you could have gone back and revisited a situation, but it's like you realized that something was definitely missing, you know? It's like I feel like there was more meat in the first go around. I don't know, I hope that makes sense to one of you, but thank you, Aries. You start off here with the horse spirit. It says freedom is yours, and you also have the moth spirit, which says surrender now. I feel like there's a lot of freedom here for you, obviously. I do get like almost like a wake-up call type of energy here for you, Aries. I'm really surprised that the Judgment card didn't come out in the reading. In this first row, you have the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star. It's like, I feel like this is your calling, is what I feel like saying. Look, you have two aces in the top row here as well. So for some of you, I feel like you could be working on something very specific. I would say for those of you that are like in school, Hierophant here, for those of you in school that are like learning something specific, or if you have a job or a business where you're focused on something specific, I feel like there is a lot of success and whatever that is for you. For some of you, I'm getting self-education. Like you could be teaching yourself something. This could be something very spiritual, actually, with this Star card here as well. So, and the Hierophant as well. But it's like I feel like you have your own unique interpretation. For some of you, maybe this is tarot, because I feel like saying the word interpretation. But I feel like for some of you, it's like you could be getting into something very spiritual, but it's like you have your own unique ideas about it. I don't know, it's like a side message for some of you, Aries, but I feel like you need to share it with the world if you kind of see things differently than other people. I mean, it is interesting. Mars is going to be retrograding in your sign. Happens extremely rarely, like almost never. And, has that happened? Mars only goes retrograde every 2 years, always, in a different sign, and up until a certain point, of course. But yeah, it's like pretty rare, and it's going back into Pisces, very intuitive energy. So, and then it's going to move back forward through your sign, Aries, next year, or as we move into the end of the year. So that's very interesting as well. But in this row, again, you have the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star. Definitely a wake-up call type energy. I just see someone sitting straight up in bed with this Ace of Swords here, Aries. This is like waking up. I just feel like saying waking up, where you have an idea. Sometimes I think also we can be very attracted to an idea in our lives, and it makes us wake up early, right? Maybe we are very excited. I feel a lot of excitement energy here, Aries, as well. So I feel like a lot of you with this row right here are waking up to something that makes you very excited to be alive. Maybe you're very excited for life. I feel like it's going to lead to a lot of victories, definitely a lot of luck coming in for you here. For some of you, I do feel like you're healing from like a karmic partner, karmic cycle in a relationship. It's almost, like I said, we're going to talk about this in the end here, but I see this almost as like a stepping stone soulmate, whatever you want to call it. I'll explain that. But like I said, I feel like you realize that there was no meat on the bone in the situation. I can't get away from that like whole leggy thing. It's almost like something has been stretched out too long. So I don't know. We're going to find out. You have the inner peace card next. I feel like a lot of you are feeling very peaceful at this time with this card. I feel like you are kind of at your inner peace. You have the Ace of Cups, the Magician, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, King of Pentacles. I feel like you're feeling very stable. I feel like things will be feeling very like you're feeling like things are going your way. Even that Ace of Cups is self-fulfillment. Definitely some sort of new beginning coming in for you. You know, two aces, a new beginning coming in this week, and the Magician needing a new beginning. You know, Magician represents kind of like needing to have some sort of new beginning in your life and needing to take action on something. I'm also getting the word duality on this Magician card for you, Aries. It's almost like you're seeing why something had to go a certain way. Could have been a tricky situation. I don't take pop-outs, but man, did that pop out. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you could have been seduced back into a relationship here, and it's like you're seeing the duality. It's like you're seeing both sides of the thing with this Magician card. It's like you're seeing you can't have one without the other. You know, one of my favorite Magician cards is actually from this deck right here, the Light Seers Tarot, Aries. And in this deck, it's like the Magician is channeling energy into a pool, and it's like going in one side and it's coming around and out the other. And the Magician can represent manifesting your own reality and kind of creating your own reality and all that other good stuff as well. But it can also represent, you know, realizing that without you can't have light without the dark, or dark without the light, like needing to see why you have to have both experiences. In a lot of ways, I'm getting like polar is popping into my head as well. So again, some of you could have been dealing with someone who's very like bipolar, but definitely popping into my head with this card. But I feel like for others, this is just saying that you now see why you have to have positive and negative experiences. It's almost like you're seeing why there has to be that contrast. So I feel like a lot of you, this is almost, like I said, a wake-up call type of reading. But to me, a wake-up call has like negative connotations, right? You know, a wake-up call isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it could still kind of indicate some sort of challenge. I don't really feel like this is a challenge. I feel like this is more of a maturing energy for you, Aries, where it's like you're maturing to a certain point in your life. Again, we're going to clarify this in just a minute. In your last row here, you have the round and round card. I feel like for some of you, again, you have gone through cycles with a person in love. Definitely could be someone you were married to. With this Five of Pentacles, for some of you, Five of Pentacles is like feeling left out in the cold. The weird thing is, I feel like you don't feel sad about this, Aries. I feel like this is almost healing for you. So if you are going through a breakup with someone that you've already been with at this time, you know, it's like a healing period, or you could be healing from this. For others, this could be someone that you did, you know, could have had a breakup in the past. The Two of Cups is like realizing that this person could have been like a stepping stone soulmate. Two of Cups to me is a very good card, but it can represent like an entanglement with a person. It can be very positive. It can represent, you know, someone that you'll be with for the rest of your life. King of Pentacles, someone who could be permanent. But in this situation, it could just represent someone who is kind of sent into your life to teach you something, and now you're moving on to like true love. I do feel like some of you, it's like you could be just completing these karmic cycles in love here with these cards, and it's like you're moving on to true love is what this reading is saying. I feel like this is a very simple reading for you, Aries. In a lot of ways, I feel like that it is just simply just talking about a wake-up call. I feel like maybe it's not very exciting, but I feel like for some of you, it's like you're spiritually evolving here. For others, definitely moving towards your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. It is your inner calling in life. You have the Magician, which is like I said, it's like something is telling you that you need to get started on something. The Magician is like the doubts. You know what's really funny, Aries, is that the Magician can come into our lives. Maybe we want to start a business, or maybe we want to find new love. The Magician can come into our lives and show you everything you don't want. The Magician can show you 1,000 businesses that have failed. Maybe you want to get into love, and maybe all of a sudden your parents get divorced, or maybe all your friends are getting divorced. It's like the Magician says, you don't want this, any of this stuff that's going on. I almost feel like this is saying you need to look at things more positively here, because it's like I feel like everything that could be going on in your life right now could be seemingly challenging, but I feel like it's just the Magician saying like, hey, you don't want these things, focus on what you do want. But let's see, between the Ace of Swords here and the Ace of Cups, You have the Eight of Diamonds. This is called the key. The key kind of says you have the keys necessary to be very successful in your life. So I feel like there could be a lot of success coming in for you with that key card, and I feel like there could be a lot of financial success as well coming in with that card. Sorry about that, Aries, but you have the key again between the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups, but the key represents having the keys to do something. It's also a card of material success on the horizon. Between the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician, you have the Two of Clubs. The Two of Clubs is not an actual Lenormand card. And the Two of Clubs, to me, in the playing card reading system, is a card of talking yourself into something, or kind of like it's you talking to your higher self, basically. And so it can be a card of talking yourself into doing things. In a lot of ways, I feel this reading is like a very independent reading. There is love here. We'll talk about it in just a second. But I feel in a lot of ways, this is like the universe is pushing you to be more independent, pushing you to kind of come up with your own answers and live your own life with these cards. Now, between the Star here and the King of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Clubs, the Bear. This can represent burdens. It's actually one of my favorite cards in the deck because it's a card of great progress, and it's a card of making huge leaps forward in progress as well. But it can represent learning. And like I was saying at the beginning of the reading, I feel like some of you could be learning something here. I got it off the Hierophant as well, but this can be a card of learning something new. It can represent education, could literally represent school, could represent anything, but I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you through learning. Between the Ace of Cups and Five of Pentacles, yes, breakup, two of Spades. The Two of Spades in the playing card reading system, definitely a breakup or a separation. Again, but I feel like you're not upset about it. We're going to pull a clarifier in just a minute. And between the Magician and the Hierophant, you have the Three of Diamonds. In this deck here, they call this card like lightning or something like that, and it can represent a sudden realization popping into your head. The Three of Diamonds, to me, in the playing card reading system, says be very careful of your paperwork. So I would definitely, it's a warning card, and it just says, you know, make sure if you're signing anything important this week that you just pay attention to the details with that Three of Diamonds. But again, I do feel like this could be an idea. That Magician can be like the spark of something. The Magician can represent something becoming conscious in a lot of ways as well, Aries, where you could just be saying, something is possible. You could be saying this to yourself, you know? It's like you could get an idea to start a business, or maybe to like ask someone out, or to get into a new relationship, and it's just starting off as an idea here. And I kind of mentioned this, like I feel like something is just kind of entering into your awareness. Something is just becoming possible. And like I was saying with that Magician card, it's like this could seem negative. So I do want you to pay attention to that, Aries. If you are experiencing resistance towards something new, I feel like you need to move towards it. The Hierophant says learn how to overcome the obstacles. For, you know, some of you, again, this could be you like starting a business. Maybe nobody in your family has ever started a business, and maybe when you tell your family that you're starting a business, maybe they will tell you what a bad idea they think it is. But meanwhile, they've never started a business, right? So don't listen to people who have never done something, is what I'd say to you here, Aries. But I feel like you're kind of like doing your own thing. Between the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, yeah, Four of Diamonds. Four of Diamonds is a card of patience for your soulmate in the playing card reading system. So I feel like some of you, if you're looking for love, need to be patient at this time. In your top row outcome, what did I say? King of Clubs. This card is normally, it's called the Clouds, and it can represent confusion, but I feel like that's you. The King of Clubs is you in the playing card reading system, Aries. So I feel like for a lot of you, like I said, it's like you're not worried about some sort of breakup here. I feel like you want a new beginning, almost, with those two aces. In your middle row here, your soulmate, the King of Diamonds. This card is called the Fish, and it just represents a soulmate. Could be a Pisces. You have the inner peace card up there. You have this fish card here. But this card doesn't really represent Pisces. It just represents a soulmate in general, and it would actually represent an earth sign. And you do have a lot of earth here. So if you're looking for love, could be an earth sign coming in for you. And finally, you have the Tower in your bottom row here. The Tower is not like the Tower in the Tarot. The Tower actually represents isolation. So some of you might actually be enjoying some time on your own here, Aries. For others, it can represent guidance and it's like the tower can say that above the clouds, you will see the tower standing out. The tower stands out above the clouds in the Lenormand, and the tower is a card of guidance. It's like saying, you know, that you just need to keep moving towards some sort of goal, wish, or dream, or you need to keep moving towards something that stands out to you. The tower represents like a beacon. It represents something that gets your attention. So I feel like you need to move towards your attention with this reading here. You have the Nine of Clubs here, the Queen of Diamonds. It's like you have a choice at this time, whether to keep reliving the same old cycle with that round and out round card, or you have a choice of something new. I feel like you're moving towards something new here, Aries, in your life. Yeah, you have the Eight of Hearts, the Five of Diamonds, just do it. For a lot of you, this could be like taking some sort of risk. The Eight of Hearts is your dream life. I'll tell you what, Aries, this is like a dream life reading. The star in the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, that's your destiny, something that you're hoping for. This Eight of Hearts is called the moon in the Lenormand, and it represents kind of like having some sort of dream or having something that you're trying to manifest here on Earth, but it's like you're not sure if you can do it. It's actually a much better card than the moon in the tarot, because it just says you need to ground something in reality. Five of Diamonds, you just do it on any ideas or anything you're planning on doing. It's a very interesting reading for you here. Pretty simple, like I said. So thank you for watching, Aries. Definitely enjoy your week, and thank you for watching.